As it was a short ride today, don't have too much to talk about. Another 40 kilometers through Saskatchewan, looked like the previous 300 kilometers through Saskatchewan. And don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful, beautiful place in Canada. But I want to take a moment to chat about a few things that helped me get through the day. The first thing I want to talk about is food and drink. So I have some things here to show you. On my bike every day, I have 2 bottles that I take with me. And these 2 bottles last me about an hour and 30 minutes of riding. I go through one big bottle, and in this big bottle I put 2 goo tabs, which are electrolyte tablets mixed with water, and I consume one of those in an hour and a half, and I also consume one of these bottles which contains one of these things of Gatorade, water, goo tablets work for me, keep my salt balance well, and keep me hydrated as we go. I also drink, are you ready for this? You're never gonna believe it. I drink Ensure. Believe it or not, this stuff just agrees with my body. I wake up in the morning, pound one of these down in 2 gulps. I can literally crush these anytime. In fact, I don't know if you're allowed to. Man, that's just good. 12 grams of protein in there, 225 calories. These Ensures keep a lightweight like me nice and topped up. I also eat a ton of these bananas. I eat a lot of jams and peanut butters and English muffins and things like that as well. And hey, I got to give a shout out to some of the lesser loved things like pecans and walnuts mixed together with a little bit of chocolate. And this is fat, so healthy fats. Pecans and walnuts are a great source of fat. And when you are cycling all day at like fairly low intensity, but for a long time, your body gets really efficient at burning fat. Fat yields way more energy per gram. And so if you can figure out a way to get your body to burn fat, you are way ahead in the cycling world. And so keeping regular healthy fats in my body is good. So that's a little bit of what I eat and drink on the bike and throughout the day. In addition, this bag here sits on top of my bike on my top tube, and inside of here I leave every morning with 4 of these chrono gels, and one of these chrono gels will get me through about 30 minutes. So I take, about 1 hour. So I take about 4 of those a day. And also in here, I have some asthma issues, so I've got my puffer there if I need it toward the end of a long run. I've got my Apple AirTag in here, and some Live Like Luke Canada business cards in case I meet people on the way that are like, what are you doing? So this sits on the top of my bike bag, and it's accessible to me all day long. Also on my bike is for visibility on the front of my bike sits this little device here, and it gives basically some lighting to those approaching me to know that I'm coming. And whereas this item here, the Garmin Varia, it sits on the back of my bike underneath my saddle, and as a vehicle approaches, it alerts them of my presence, and it lets me know on my Garmin computer on my handlebars that there's a vehicle approaching. So these 2 items are crucial for my safety. They let people see me, and they let me know that people are approaching. This device here sits on top of this light, and this is my computer. It gives me data, my heart rate, temperature outside, wind direction, my direction, and any other statistics that I'd like to see. It's very helpful for me to be able to monitor my body and see how I'm doing. Underneath of my bike saddle sits this bag here, and here I've got the patch from a buddy of mine I grew up with, Thomas McQueen, who was a Canadian Forces fighter jet pilot who was unfortunately killed in training, and he flew the Canada Hornet, the CF-18, and sewing that patch on there so to honor Thomas. And in this bag here I've got my this is an air pump electrical, and if I get a flat tire and have to change it along the side of the road, I can fire this up, and there you go. I can pump up 2 tires up to 70 PSI, which is about what I run at. I've also got a multi-tool inside of this bag, and of course I've got my spare tube here, and I'm not going to get all that out, but that's what I carry with me in this bag, as well as some tire levers. So that's able to get me through the day. if I have an issue. My helmet that I wear here, on the top here I've got a mount for a GoPro. That's how I capture some of the content that you see out in the fields. I can move my head left to right, look down, I can adjust it a little bit. And so this is a great lightweight helmet from Trek that I've been using this summer. It's just fantastic. And then when it comes to injury maintenance and staying fresh, I am a big advocate of rolling. So this is a hard, very firm roller, not for the weak-backed people, but this thing is pretty painful. And I roll on my lower back, just lay down on the ground and just roll it, and it hurts. It's awful, but it helps to loosen things up, get some joints moving, and flatten out any knots that I get along the way. I've also got this here massage gun. Thank you, Josh Kimmerly from Sport Check, and it looks like the battery, it's dead, but this thing pulsates different speeds, and you can work out trouble spots on your body. And finally, for the win, the ice pads. These right here I've been using for years. You can just slap this anywhere on your body, wrap it around anywhere that needs a bit of ice for pain relief, and wrap it up with tight Velcro pads. And so I put those on my back, my knees, ankles, wherever it needs it. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a sneak peek into some of the daily routine sort of things, and the things that are keeping my body going. Food, beverage in, and treatments that I have along the way. And then health and safety along the bike. There's a lot of organizing and a lot of planning that goes into not just this trip, the trek, but every single day. There's a lot of thought and care that goes in to cycling. Certainly cycling across the country is next level of preparation.